Okay, so I'm going to do this recording of basic stuff to know about Arknights and when you start. Of course, I cannot say too much because I'm still considered new. My account is very new. Though this game is not that old. It's actually like almost a year old or something because it came out like 2019 or 2018 in the Chinese network or whatever they call it, CNN. I don't know. So make sure you connect your thing to a Eurostar so it to be easy changing around. So basically, as soon as you log in, you get news and stuff. Check them out; they're very helpful. It tells you incoming events and stuff. Like there's a new operator coming in, Dunar, uh, Breeze, Ethan, which they're all coming in. So watch Tectone and other people to see what they really can do, or go to the Arknight database, which I'll show you guys later. Then it does you event login free, which will be coming in. Duration is from March 20th till June 2nd. Basically, you get free 100 sanity items that you can use whenever you want to. And of course, they have a expiry date, which I'll show again. It tells you for whatever banner operates up. Same thing here. And then this is an exclusive outfit for a character for Melanta. So check out events, it's really cool. Daily logins, of course. Make sure you do that. So this is the basic screen of what you will have. You have your level as an account. We have the voice. Here you can choose an assistant to whatever you want. See, I think it's based on who you have because I don't have Listgram. So I don't have Listgram's thing. You have to have the operator to get that. So that's that. You can change your outfit if they have an outfit. And you have that thing. Go to, and you see this is the option menu. Nothing new. This is the news menu, the little triangle right here. This is the mail. It gives you supplies and stuff like that. So make sure you collect that. And then once you collected everything, just delete it. And that's it. This is the daily login thing, just to go back. Which, I mean, I don't know how you'll miss that. This is the core thing to get you the limited item stuff. I already got the skin and everything, so I'm fine. But this will tell you exactly how you going, how it'll show you how you're gonna get it, because basically you have to sign in 7 times. And that's it. I can't really say much about that. And then what else are these on the left side is friends. Having friends is really helpful here, which I don't have any, because they can give you support units, which I don't have any to get. And then this is info. Info is basically like a little extra background information about the character or unit, or like the story. So let's say you want to learn more about Yato. Look at info and look at details for Yato, and you can read about her to check more information if you include trust. I don't have any of these people in trust, so let's go to someone I think I have. Okay, I don't have anyone to trust that thing. But it'll tell you like basic stuff, like about the history and all the kind of stuff. So if you want like more lore, I would recommend going there. Okay. Then let's talk about here on this top. What are these? This is LDM. LDM is basically currency. So think of it like coins or money. You need to use this to do stuff. That's that. This is ordinum. What is basically ordinum is it plays more parts in the headhunt, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And then this is organium. This is organium. Basically, you can use this to buy more organium. You can get more of this. So you can spend one Arknight Prime to exchange for 180 organium and stuff. This is more paid. You get this mainly from paid. You can also use this to help get stamina back, but I would not recommend that. The rate is really bad. The conversion from stamina to organium is really bad. So I would not recommend that, but that's basically the top. This is what you use to summon this ordinum. And before we go to summon, let's talk about the bottom. We're going to a mission. You have pinball missions, which is basically you do this progress sheet to get a reward. I haven't done this one yet because I never cared to do it yet. But this one, so basically you complete it and you go to different phases. I think there's like 4 or 5 phases. I don't know exactly. Then there's the daily. You do daily quests, and when you clear the daily quest, you'll gain extra rewards, which are on the left side. How does it happen as well? If you see, there's a little like rook here, and then there's a rook here. You see how this one requires 1, this one requires 2, same thing here, and this one requires 3, 3, 3, right? When you complete all your daily quests, you'll gain enough to get all of this here. So basically, you'll be collecting this every single day if you do all of your daily quests. So that's a really, really good resources, and it's really helpful. Weekly is exactly the same thing, but it'll take a little bit longer because it's weekly. So you want to try to complete weekly quests and stuff. And let's say if you have extra, let's see how I already have 1 rook completed. That means I'll have 1 extra rook here in my weekly quest. So that will save up for next one. So let's say this week you completed and you have 2 extra rook here and stuff. It will not be lost next week. Instead, it'll continue over next week, and you can collect it, and you already got 2 completed. That's the great thing about weekly quests and daily quests here. Then this is campaign missions. Basically, you do missions for the campaign to get items and resources. Like promote any 2, 3 stars to Elite 1, and you'll get 10k in LDM. Alright. Then there is base. I'll talk a little bit later because it takes a while. Then you go to depot. Depot is basically where you get all of the items and resources you see and stuff. You know, you can see, oh, I have this shop voucher and all that kind of stuff. It's split up into consumable, basic item, and growth material. Growth material is basically things you use to feed to an operator, basically. Basic item is, well, items that you don't feed to the operators. Well, you do feed some of them, but it's like very basic items that you get anytime. Well, actually, no, you don't feed this to operator. You feed this to the base and stuff. This is for like base stuff and any other stuff that's not for operators. Consumable is where you have to consume it within a certain amount of day. It says 11 days. So this one is sanity potions. So you can use it to get sanity whenever. So basically, you consume it to get the effect, and it has a time limit. Alright, that's pretty basic. Next is store. Store is very important. Check it out. There's not always, yes, there you can buy stuff here, but there's also a lot of free stuff you can get, which is really awesome. The monthly card, I would not recommend this, but it's fine. These recommended stuff, if you want to buy it, you can buy it. It's your problem. I mean, it's your thing. Then you have Originium. Again, paid thing. You don't need to buy it. Packs. These are all paid, but there is one free pack that you guys can get. And that free pack is basically when you get certain levels, like let's say you get level 5 1. That's a level 5 1, that's a level 6 10 1, whatever. You get free stuff. So make sure you check the store constantly for pack to see if you can get the free level pack. Excuse me. So this one, I have to be level 40 to get it for free, which is really good. You get like experience tickets, and you get LDM, and you get other stuff from that too. Sometimes I see there's a skill book too there, which is really helpful. So I would recommend checking the shop for that. The outfit store, well, basically you can buy outfits based on the characters out, and stuff like that. Certificate. How to get certificate. Let's talk about this stuff. What is this? Okay. You need certificate to buy from here. Furniture store is this 883 here. The furniture. See, I can buy Skyfire. I can buy these things, but I'm not planning to buy any of them. Actually, no way. I might buy this. And then you see this 283. You can buy all this kind of chips and stuff like that. Tokens for duplicates and everything. And get ether first. So yeah, basically you can buy shops and everything. I would recommend using this to get the yellow and the green. Basically, you need qualifications or duplicates and stuff like that. Whereas the yellow you get is you recruited an operator for the first time. This one, the greens are more duplicates. So if you get more duplicates of them, you get more of them. That's basically the idea of that. This you get only from the purchase certificate, which is from resource hunting, which I'll show later. Furniture stores is, what is the furniture store for? Well, this is mainly for the base. So when you get furniture, hammers and everything, or odium, you can buy these stuff to update your base and make it look fancier and stuff, which will increase the atmosphere and make it a better atmosphere at the base. Just giving you like the basic, quick description, because that's mainly the idea. Credit score, which is, I don't know what's not loading is. Basically, credit score is you get credit. Make sure you go to store and go to credit immediately and claim your free credit. It gives you free credit every single time. So you can do like this kind of stuff. See? I haven't bought mine here. See? I mean, it doesn't give you crazy, awesome, rewards, but it definitely helps a lot in the resources. Because in the early levels, you might need the Ordinium, and other stuff like that. So check on your credit score every single day. So store is actually important. It's really good. Next is the recruitment. There are two kinds of recruitments. The basic recruitment, where I would just recommend you just do 9 hours. Or 5 hours if you want. Let's do 5 hours here. And then basically you wait that 5 hours and check up to see if you got anything. Most of the time you do not get anything crazy. I usually do 9 hours because I don't really care about the fives and stuff like that, but you can do that too. That's basically that. The thing is, do it every single day. It doesn't cost much money, and it's not heavy, like super heavy resource guzzling. This is the main gotcha thing, where you get headhunting. So there's usually a banner or two. The good thing about this thing, which luckily I didn't do, is because I don't care for province, because I already have Fiala and I have Spectre. So if you see the next 10 rolls, you get a guaranteed 5-star operator. That means your first roll, you get a 5-star operator guaranteed. It doesn't have to be featured. The great thing about these banners is not only you will see the feature and you might think, oh, I only will get those characters. No. Okay, why? But you can also get any other 6-star operators and 5-star operators and 4-star operator and stuff like that. See, look at this. You can get Shine, you can get Nania, you can get Hoshiguma, Sao. You can get all of the 6 stars available. These are all of the 6 stars available, all the 5 stars available, all the 4 stars available. So even if you're missing, or let's say like, oh man, I missed Saria, I missed Siege, I missed Franca, Lapland. Oh my god, I won't get them. No, you can actually have a chance of getting them. Probability is low, but I've gotten all my units from like Helga's banner, Schwartz's banner, Saria banner, so you can get previous operators in the current one. So, and then the next banner, you'll get the previous operator added to this. So province will be added to this. Spectre's already been added to this, but it's like that. That's why summoning in this game is really amazing. Next is basically operator. Basically you can look and view in the operator right here, see exactly who you have and stuff like that. You can change it to rarity, so you can go to 5 stars, 6 stars, max HP. So you can go and see, okay, who has a max XP? Okay, Helga, got it. You can do that. And then you can go to roles like Vanguard. Oh, I want this Vanguard, I want this Defender, and stuff like that. I'll give you the basic detail of what each thing is. Vanguard are like basic stuff. You need a Vanguard because they're very low cost, and they'll help you put your defenses up very quickly. That's basically Vanguard. Sniper is basically archery. Some of them will have priorities to shoot at air enemies only, mainly. Like, some of them will not focus on air enemies, but will focus on whoever's on that area. So sometimes you might have to choose someone who does that, but everyone can get rid of air things. They're mainly used to get rid of air enemies. That's the main idea. Schwartz, out of everyone, is the best boss killer ever, followed by Meteorite. So I would recommend that. Firewatch is also really good, but she's very niche in what she wants. Medic is, well, healing. There are 2 types of medic. That's AoE medic and there's single type medic. Alright. So, for example, Patavis is the best single type medic, and then Shining is an okay AoE medic. So, yeah. Caster is basically a caster. The reason why you want to have a caster too is because you'll start finding more armored enemies who have low magic resistance. You need casters to deal with them. That's the idea of casters. Vanguards are like, Vanguards a little bit more expensive, but they last longer and they do really good damage. Think of it like a stronger Vanguard. That's basically it. And then defenders are like tanks. They're tanks. They fill up each thing. Of course, not all tanks are the same. For example, there is a thing called blocking. Okay, if I can find it. You see how traders block 3 enemies, right? Her traders can heal anybody. So, I don't know if it shows everyone. I'll show you in the database when we get to there. That's that. Supporters are basically, they do support, like either slowing down enemies or doing attack skills or like that. Deep color summons tentacles which attack and stuff like that. Specialists are, well, specialists. They're all unique and they do their own different jobs. So that's the basic idea of specialists. Now, we're going to talk about leveling up things. If you notice the screen, it tells you exactly how much trust you have, HP and stuff, which does not really matter. Shares that she's ranged, which shows the range of her thing. So she heals all around her like this. Okay. She has 2 different talents, which you'll get later. She has skill upgrades. So when you first start, you only get the first skill, which is this Creed. Once you E1 her, you will get to skill 2. Alright? You can only select one skill at a time, and you can level up the skill. Because you see, this one, if you see this current skill level, it's nothing. It's what do you call? 0. It is mastery rank. Whereas this one is 7. You can get in master, but you have to E2 her. And how do you E2 her? You go to promotion and you go to E2. Of course, E2 is a little bit more harder. You need to get a certain amount of base level, which is like base level 3, which I'll talk later. But actually, no, let's go. And then I'll show you one that's not E1 yet. Then you have leveling up. So you go here and you click on it and you level up the levels. See like this. And then you just hit OK, and then it uses your money. And you level them up. Potential is basically where you feed duplicates. It's not really worth it. It just decreases the DP cost, increases talent, and improves other stuff. That's about it. That's basic idea. So let's go to Magellan. So it says E1 right here. You just need basic stuff like LDM, chips, Orion, and then you E1 her. Once you E1 her, her level goes from 50 to level 1 again. And that's the basic idea of leveling it up. And you just level up characters like that and everything. So let's go to base. In the base beginning, you will have nothing. But the base is very important because you can grind stuff in the resources in here and get stuff that you need and money. So in my factory, I have a trading post. It's full. Basically, you sell gold here to get money, like this. Of course, at the beginning, you will not have enough. Will not have a lot of gold, so you will not get that much money. Factory is basically you can get a battle record and start producing a much of it, and you can collect it and get it for yourself. Same thing for here. See, to get this kind of stuff, I need own factory level 3 and stuff like that. I'm farming, I'm getting gold and other stuff. Power plant basically helps power up your stuff. I have only 160 or 130, 120 because my operators are tired. So if it is tired, hit the bell. This is a faster way to do it. Clear this person. And then I think dormitory is pretty easy. This is where your tired operators go. Like, just put them there and then leave them there and they'll be resting. The only other important thing I'll say is workshop, where you can create many of the stuff when you collect resources and skills and all this other kind of stuff. So that's important. Everything else in the base, it'll probably tell you exactly what you can do there. So I don't really need to go ahead and tell you exactly. Next is combat. We have stories. I'm only in episode 3. I'm going very slowly. You have supplies, where if you want to, so say, you want to get more money, then you go to cargo escort. However, notice on the bottom when it's open. See how this is only open Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then this one's open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and stuff like that. So let's say if you want money, but you come on Monday when it's not open, this will be closed. You understand what I mean? So basically, you just go there and then you beat these missions, and you get a certain amount of LDM, or you get a certain amount of supplies, or this. That's basically the idea of that. Chips are what needed to E1 and E2 people. So let's say you want to he'd get Shining, who's a medic. You do these missions, and you get a random drop of either the guard or the medic. However, just say if you're trying to get Shining E1 and you only got like one guard, one medic, and you need 4. If you get enough guard stuff, or talking about this house thing, this is very helpful to go into anywhere quickly. So say you have so many guards and you want medic. You can just go back to the workshop, go here, click on chips, and change your guard. You see you have 6 guards. Click on the medic, and click however much you have, and then you do that, and you use your guards to make more medic chips. You can do that for any other chips that is buy and buy. Annihilation is another one, which is very, really cool. Basically, it's like a survival mode where if you beat all 400 or 300 and stuff like that. Yeah, if you beat 400 in that stuff, you get these resources and rewards, and you get organium. So you get a weekly of 1,250 each time you do it. So this is a great way to farm Ordum. So how does this game play? This game is what's it called? A castle crasher kind of game. So I'll show you. So that you can pause it and everything and strategize, and you can play it. So the point is, vanguards, guards, and defenders have to be placed on the floor, like on these slots right here. You see that? Whereas stuff like, let's speed it up a little bit more. Like some specialists, some people, medics, specialists, snipers, some support, most supports, and some specialists, they cannot be placed on the floor, but they'll be placed right here. So basically the idea is you want to make sure no one gets in. You see how she has a little thing here? That's a skill. And then you click it and you use a skill. Her skill gives you more DP, so that means you can deploy more people. So I can do here. There you go. And that's basically it. The idea is to make sure you defeat all enemies without these are like the amount of enemies you have, 64. So you have to be 64 enemies. The rook with the 3 means that if you let 3 pass, you fail. So the way you play is basically is this. You do support, you try to see, okay, let's see. I'm gonna put Ifrit there. Oh, let's see. Let's say Texas is about to go down. The goal of the thing is you don't want your operator to die. If your operator dies, she is unavailable throughout the entire battle. So let's say if Texas is about to die, you see this runaway. If you do that, she goes on a cooldown, and you get half of your DP back. You see it's 24. Now I went back to 29. You see. So you want to strategize in a way so that way, if they're about to die, you retreat them exactly at the right time to do it, and then you strategize where to put it. Like, oh, okay, let me put Lapland here to help finish this thing. Do some damage. Oh no, Lapland's about to die. Let's retreat Lapland. That's the idea of this game. So let's say you lose the battle, right? Let's say you lose the battle and 3 people get out, or you quit the battle because you feel like you're not going to win. Basically, what this means is that you will not be losing a lot of sanity, because you'll be only losing 1 sanity out of 14. What does that mean? Well, I'll show you. I don't know, it's kind of laggy. And this is a rewards. It tells you how many stars you have, basically. 3 stars means you let no one escape. You see how it got 14 sanity returned? The reason why is because this mission has 15 sanity right here. So if you do complete that mission, you lose 15 sanity from your whatever sanity you have. Whereas if you lose or quit, you gain 14 back, but you only lose 1. So the cost of losing or anything is really amazing. So they don't punish you for losing or leaving the match or round. Another important thing is the maps. Look at the maps to see the locations and stuff, because there are pits and other stuff you can put. Enemy intelligence you won't know until you beat the level, but it'll help if you do beat a level in grinding and you want to use a new team so you can set it up. That's basically the battle. The only other thing I gotta show you is basically a database. This is the database. It's called Arknights Toolbox. So just go to menu, go to operator. It has every single operator there. So let's go Saria. It tells you what she is. It tells you what she does. She's a healing support tank. It tells you deployment costs, and it tells you RCI 1 levels and stuff like that. And a trait. And then it shows you skills and everything like that. Not every character has 3 skills or elite 2. So for something like Cruz, I spelled wrong. You see how she only has elite 1 and only 1 skill? That's because she's a level 3. Let's look at Vigna. She only has 2 skills and she only has elite 2. So basically, to get from non-elite to elite 1, you need to get the character to level 45, elite 1 her, which will require these resources right here: 3 Vanguard chips, a device, and a polyester, and money. Then she goes back to level 1. You go back all the way to level 60, then you go to E2. And then you need dual pair, you need Vanguard chips and all this kind of stuff. However, not all units are required to be E2'd. E2 only require units that actually require it. And then these are the skills. So you can only get skill 2 when you have her E2. See, you know, E1. You see it says require E1. So you get her second skill. Things like Saria will basically go here, E1, and then you need to be level 80, E1. You need 5 defender chips, polycat 10 and stuff to get E2, and then she's fine with E2 level 30. You don't need to get her max unless you want to get a perfect thing, but just level 30 is fine for this kind of characters. Saria is a character that is required for E2ing. She's amazing. Her skill 3 is really amazing. But skill 2 is freaking godlike. So yeah, that's basically the idea and gist of it. This is basically Arknights. So. And this is the E2 art that you get when you E2 her. Everyone has a different thing. So like even Hoshiguma has that, you know. So yeah, that's basically the game.